Hello, I'm Guru Scott. On this video, I'm going to be making some repairs on my 12-year-old irrigation system. It uses Hunter type 101G globe valves, so they're PGV 101. That's the original ones, like right here. And then we're going to actually convert them over to PGV 100G type valves. Now the difference is the 101 is an adjustable valve. You can change the flow characteristics. And the 100 is not adjustable. And the reason I'm swapping them over was these old valves, after 12 years, a few of them have broken, and I'll show you that here in a second. And I don't really need flow adjustable valves. And the valves are actually all glued in. The PVC is all glued, and I don't want to chop it up. So I found out that Hunter makes the exact original valve bodies with a couple of minor changes, and so you can swap the parts from a new style to an old style and repair it. Now Hunter does offer supposedly the repair parts, but I couldn't find them anywhere as individual components. So for example, the bonnets, I couldn't find them. So I'm going to show you what a valve looks like, the old one, and where it breaks and why I'm replacing it. This is a PGV 101 valve disassembled. Now actually this is a new valve body. So I'm using it here as an example, but what you're going to do is take a brand new one and take the components out of it, this ring, put it in here. You're going to take this diaphragm and put it in, and it's going to fit right in there. And then you're going to put the new top on, our bonnet, and it's going to not be this adjustable type. I'll show you what it looks like here. It's going to look like this. You're going to take this assembly off and swap all the guts, including the solenoid, over. Now the only difference is the old valve bodies use this type of screw. The new ones use this type of screw. And there's a slight difference in that this is a self-tapping sheet metal type stainless steel screw. This other one's a shoulder type, which is not self-tapping. So it really doesn't fit, as you'll find. So you're going to have to use the old screws and then the new components. And I'll show you how you can swap that over here in just a second. In order to change the parts from a new valve body like this one to the old one, the first thing you're going to do is just left to loosen, unscrew the brand new solenoid, set it aside, and we're going to use that. Now you're going to take these 4 screws out, and I'll show you that here in a second, and we'll pull this whole component apart, and it'll be ready to install on the old valve body. So again, I'll take this out and I'll show you what it looks like. I removed the solenoid. Now I've removed the 4 screws that hold the bonnet on, and this part should come off, which it does. And you take it apart very carefully, and you'll see there's a spring component in here you want to leave in here, and there's a diaphragm, and it just peels right out like that. And then there's a ring that you're going to transfer over to the original valve body. Now before you do any of this, I just want to remind you again, make sure your water's turned off before you take anything apart. Also, when you transfer it over, it's important that the valve body, the old one, is intact and not broken. If it's broken, you're going to have to remove it and replace the entire valve. This is just a quick and easy way if the valve body's in good shape. Also, as a reminder, the new bodies come with this type of screw, and you're going to want to use the old screw to put it back together. So now I'm going to go out and we're going to show you the sprinkler system I'll be repairing, and we'll see what we're going to do. Okay, here you see a set of 4 of the Hunter globe valves, and I've already replaced one of them here, and I did that a couple of days ago to make sure it was going to work exactly as I expected, and it did, of course. So now I'm going to replace the other 3 in this one, and then a few in another container that controls the front. So this is the rear right now. So I've already taken a couple of screws out of this one. All you got to do to take this off is take the solenoid loose, take a screwdriver, take the other parts out, and then I'm going to show you how to switch it over here in just a second. Okay, I have the screws loose here, and this part now will just pull up. And if you're very careful with it, you shouldn't have any dirt to worry about. So I'm going to pull it up, take the diaphragm out. Easier said than done. And take the piece of plastic out. I'm going to make sure all this is clean here so that when I put the new piece in, it won't have any dirt or debris underneath it. So I'm going to get the new piece out of a new valve and put it on here, and I'll show you that here in just a second. Okay, I have the new pieces out of the a brand new valve. Again, this white ring goes in here first. It just sits down in there. Then you're going to put the diaphragm in with this one little piece facing forward that goes into that little hole. And we're going to get that all set in there. And then we'll put the bonnet on next. So I have a new bonnet here, and with the spring on it. And we're going to set it on there carefully. And now I'm going to use the old screws to install the bonnet because the new screws won't fit into the old valve body. So I'm going to do that, get them tightened up, and I'll come right back. Okay, I have the new bonnet assembly put on and tightened down. Now I'm going to put in the new solenoid, and we're going to turn it all the way until it goes to the right, barely snug. And then I'm going to rewire it in. Now when I wire it, I'm going to use all brand new wire nuts, and these are the waterproof exterior type. And that's all there is to doing this. Very easy job. So that's all there is to this video. Thanks for watching. Tschüss.